Hello everyone. Hello everyone. I'm very quietly sorry that I was gone for a day and also half a week. The problem is that I've been attending I've been exactly been attending surgeries for my teeth, but I'm quietly better and I'm quietly ready to exactly continue filming. I'll be filming for 3 days exactly, which is Thursday and Friday as well. And on next week Monday I'll continue filming. I'll continue doing the episodes. But I'm very quietly sorry guys that I didn't exactly, but I did exactly kept you in a loop and told you that I'll be exactly last seen absently, last seen on the other episodes. So I won't exactly be able to be doing Monday or Tuesday. But today, Wednesday, I'm exactly doing the next episode. Today's episode is about the Order of Darkness, who they were previously led by a powerful supervillain master known as Master Bond. Now they're exactly led by an assassin and a supervillain known as Silverface, who is a member of secret society of supervillains known as the Founders, who want to control and conquer all the worlds in the sacred universe and even planet Earth by any means necessary. And they want to destroy and wipe out the universal heroes with all their power and with their controls, with the connections and with the controls and with the influence across the underworld, across the sacred world, across the other worlds. They'll do just about everything to get rid of the universal heroes by any means necessary. The Order of Darkness is exactly a group of powerful supervillain assassins that are quietly trained to kill, and also hired to kill and assassinate anyone else, and assassinate anyone else, and assassinate anyone else, and assassinate anyone else who might exactly pose a threat to society or to the rest of sacred society by any means necessary. They've exactly been given an exactly a contract in order to kill, in order to kill their targets or the next targets or their targets, and any targets who exactly pose a threat to humankind or to the sacred world. By any means necessary, these assassins are very, very skilled, very, very trained in hand-to-hand combat under the leadership of Master Bond. The Order of Darkness, the organization of dark assassins, of supervillain assassin, has been trained in the elite ways of hand-to-hand combat, swordsmanship, shurikens, endurance, agility, hand-to-hand combat, swordsmanship with swords, shurikens, blades, daggers. These assassins have been given skills in order to use blades and attacks in order to use blades and swords and hand-to-hand combat adaptability in order to kill and strike at their targets, their foes, their enemies. These assassins have been trained to kill the worst of the worst and even the greatest of the greatest, even killing the universal heroes and the members of the Intergalactic Coalition. Master Bond exactly led the Order of Darkness through greatness and through great authority. Under his leadership, he trained most of the assassins supervillain known as Shadow Arrow, Mountain Man, Snake Queen, Snake Witch Queen, Sacred Man, Mountain Man, Superior Child, Shadow Arrow, and all the other assassins villains that I haven't exactly mentioned, which I'm exactly about to mention, but which I exactly technically did. Trained under Master Bond's leadership, they've been trained with the excellence to kill, with the talent to exactly kill and neutralize their targets. The Universal Heroes and the United Heroes have been frequently clashing with the Order of Darkness assassins members such as Fire Dragon, Ghostmaster Metalface, and Sacred Life and Sacred Man, and Light Life and Snake Witch Queen. They've been exactly frequently been clashing with these assassins, with these supervillain assassins over the years and over the coming years during their missions and during their covert missions in order to neutralize the threats, their targets, their power source, and dispelling the profit of the organization, the profit of the organization's work, and also their missions in conquering vast worlds and vast civilization. The Universal Heroes know very well that the Order of Darkness's assassins are very ruthless and are very deadly and are very, very powerful and very heavily skilled. Over the years, over the years in Master Bond's leadership, the Order of Darkness of Assassin, Supervillain, and Assassin has been quietly been led through the greatest authority ever seen and ever known. Master Bond is a supervillain and also been reviewed as a dangerous state, as a deadly dangerous man, and a former member of the Sacred Circle, a secret society of supervillains that wants to liberate worlds and conquer planets and all worlds across the known universe and across the sacred universe. And also the founders who are quietly determined to conquer all worlds and all civilizations and even planet Earth by any means necessary. Master Bond is a supervillain and a former member of the two secret society of supervillains, the Sacred Circle and the Founders. Under his leadership, he exactly led the organization through great authority and through greatness authority, and through a great deal of great work. He made these assassins to become more trustworthy, more combatable, more invincible, and more indestructible than anything else has ever seen. Through his guidance, he exactly trained, led them, taught them the ways of hand-to-hand combat, instructed them to execute their enemies with one single blow by any means necessary. Master Bond quietly trained these assassins. He trained them, he drilled them, he gave them instructions on how to execute their targets, their threats, their foes, and their enemies and their adversary. Master Bond is an arch nemesis of United Man and Universal Man and Newborn and Wolfbat. This supervillain master is very dangerous and very powerful and very, very adaptable and very observant and very curious and very, very careful. He's very, very smart and very intelligent. When he sees something not wrong, he quietly sees it. When he senses something's not exactly quietly right, he'll quietly absolutely see it by any means necessary. Despite this, Master Bond is very ruthless. He led the Order of Darkness to greatness through sheer force of will. He transformed these normal assassins into raw assassins, supervillains, giving them supervillain names and status and reputations of their own in order for them to exactly begin attacking and harassing humanity and also restoring peace and order the forcible way any means necessary, the forcible way and also the righteous way by any and all means necessary. Despite this, the Order of Darkness of Assassins is very skilled. They frequently clash with the Intergalactic Coalition's forces, with the Intergalactic Coalition scouts and with their forces. One time, they fought with the Intergalactic Coalition's forces. The battle between the two sides was quietly conclusive, as both sides never quietly suffered any casualties and any losses from both sides. The assassins were quietly wounded. All the assassins were quietly wounded. Even the Intergalactic Coalition scouts were quietly wounded as they were trying to conquer a planet and a world, but they successfully failed due to the intervention of the Intergalactic Coalitions of their Intergalactic Coalition's intervention, able to prevent the Order of Darkness from conquering vast worlds and vast civilizations by any and all means necessary. They were able to successfully report back to their new leader, known as Silverface. Silverface is an assassin and a supervillain and a member of a secret society of supervillains known as the Founders. He is now the new leader of the Order of Darkness. 2 years after Master Bond resigned from the Founders and from the Sacred Circle, the Founders strictly placed Silverface as the new leader of the Order of Darkness, as well as a new member of as well as adding him as a new member of the Founders in order for him to become the next new member of the Secret Society of Supervillains known as the Founders, which he became the new member. Despite this, Silverface is very ruthless, very cunning, and very aggressive and very violent and very hateful and very, very despisable of the Universal heroes and any of their mission and their cause and their missions to liberating all worlds and all planets. He hates them, he despises them, he despises them, and he doesn't even exactly like them. He hates their work and their mission. Silverface is very, very intelligent, very, very skilled in hand-to-hand combat, adaptability, endurance, agility, swordsmanship, daggers, sticks, blades. He's been training his whole life under under his brother known as Silver Knight, who is an ally of the founders, assisting the founders by giving them by giving with a partnership as a partnership with the founders. They conquer vast worlds for Silver Knight, and in return Silver Knight exactly continues to exactly give them more technology, more destructive technology, supplying them with destructive, dark, and powerful, dark, destructive, shadowy technology as part of their partnership and part of the agreement. Silverface is actually the younger brother of Silver Knight. Silver Knight trained Silverface in hand-to-hand combat through the worst ordeals of combat, preparing him to exactly take his rightful place in the Order of Darkness, a secret society of supervillains, of assassins trained to kill and assassinate anyone else who poses a threat to their master's goal and to their master's mission. Silver Knight trained Silverface, drilled him, prompted him, guided him in the ways of combat, guided him in the ways of swordsmanship, agility, endurance, hand-to-hand combat, swords and daggers and sticks and blades. He trained him, he prompted him, he guided him, he taught him the ways of combatable ways of adaptability, made him to become the greatest and fearful sacred assassin and sacred supervillain of the sacred world of the sacred world by any means necessary. Silverface became feared and became well known. The Four Nation Hunters know very well that Silverface is no different from Master Bond. He is the worst of the worst. Silverface is a very powerful villain, and a very ambitious villain who actually made plans to take seat at the Secret Society of Supervillains known as the Founders, which is exactly what he did. He took his rightful place as a new member of the Founders, helping them with their goals in conquering worlds and planets and civilization, even trying to conquer planet Earth, but their tactics have been quietly thwarted due to the intervention of the Intergalactic Coalition, the Universal Heroes, the United Heroes, the World Heroes, and the Universal Space Heroes, and also the Universal Defending Heroes, which successfully able to prevent the supervillains' attacks and plan from conquering all the worlds and even planet Earth. Despite this, Silverface is very ambitious and very determined and very skilled and very adaptable in hand-to-hand combat. He's no different than Master Bond. He leads the Order of Darkness through greatness, through sheer force of will. He trained Jeremy Shadow, Shadow Girl, Dark Boy, Dark Man, Black Man. These are actually the known members. Some of them are former reformed, some of them are former members, others of them are new members. He trained these members in hand-to-hand combat and adaptability to all depend on their masters and leaders in order for them to infiltrate the Universal Heroes, and also the Universal Team and the Sacred Team in their missions to become infiltrators and spies and moles in order to exactly gather intelligence on the team and on the Universal Heroes and also on the Sacred Team. He trained them and drilled them and guided them in the ways of hand-to-hand combat to become one with the Order of Darkness. The former headquarters was Sacred Island, which is quietly located in Sacred Sea, which is Master Bond's home city, home city exactly. The Order of Darkness, or the Order of Darkness organization, was formerly relocated back in Sacred Valley under the leadership of Silverface after Master Bond frequently resigned from the Founders and from the Sacred Circle. The organization was exactly relocated in Sacred Valley, not in Sacred Sea, not in Sacred Sea, where it was quietly home to Master Bond's home city exactly, was quietly originally founded at Master Bond's home city, but now it is quietly relocated at Sacred Valley under the leadership of Silverface, which the partnership of a new ally known as Shadow Block, the supervillain and a powerful crime lord that I told you about, who is now an ally to the Founders, and they, in return for this deal, Shadow Block offered his services, his resources, his partnership, his training defense, and he also offered himself to train under the leadership of Silverface and in his organization for his ninjas and for his assassins and for his people to train in the art of combat to exactly prepare for the battle and for the fight that the heroes are exactly against the Universal Heroes and against the Intergalactic Coalition. This was exactly the partnership, and also the partnership and the deal with the founders and Silver Face, and with the founders and Silver Face and Silver Block, which it has kept on going on since then, and it still is exactly going on. Now the organization has been relocated at Sacred Valley and in Shadow Block's island, in Shadow Block's home island, and it's quietly there now, not exactly at Master Bond's island, not exactly at Master Bond's island, not in Sacred Island anymore, but in Sacred Valley, in Shadow Block's home island. That's where the organization of assassins is now exactly relocated, right at that island, Sacred Valley, the home island of Shadow Block, who's an ally of the founders. Despite this, Silverface quietly trained these assassins and these members in hard combat, in hand-to-hand combat, and in tactician, in deception, and also in deceiving his enemies and his foes, and all his enemies and his foes. Despite this, the members of the Order of Darkness are very ruthless and are very powerful and are very deadly. They have the ability to exactly fool a telepathic alien, and they're able to protect their mind and shield their mind from telepathic readings, and also from psychic readings from any aliens with the powers of mind control, such as Mind Girl and Hive Brothers and all the other superhumans who possess the power of psychic ability and also mind controlling. The members of the Order of Darkness are very clever and are very, very intelligent and are very, very deceptive and are very, 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 very clever and intelligent and have raw intellect. They fought with the Universal Heroes over the years. They've been clashing with them over the years, and over the years, the Universal Heroes have never exactly even managed to exactly get one of them into custody. They successfully succeeded in getting some of them into custody, known as Jamie Shadow and Dark Boy, who are now the members of the Universal Heroes, who are now exactly working for the Universal Heroes, who now become the team of the Universal Heroes, and also the Sacred Team in fighting forces of evil such as the Shadow Empire Warlords, the Shadow Empire Commanders, the Order of Darkness' Assassin, Silver Face, the Founders, the Sacred Circle, the Order of the Five, the Order of the Six, the Order of the Seven, all, and Lord Justin and Lord Winter and Dark King and Lord Havoc and the Hurricane Corps fighting all these forces of evils and their empires, and stopping them from wreaking and from creating chaos and destruction across the known universe and across the sacred universe and across humankind and across planet Earth by any means necessary. The Intergalactic Coalition was able to exactly fight off with the members of the Shadow Empire Warlords, who exactly hired by the Order of Darkness to exactly conquer a vast world and a vast planet, which they successfully did in doing so, but they were unable to exactly do so when the Galactic Coalition and the Universal Space Heroes were able to exactly arrive in time and able to fight off with them. They were able to decimate some of their forces. Some of the battle cruisers were all decimated, and the other battle cruisers from the Galactic Coalition were all decimated. But two sizes suffered enormous amounts of losses, but two sizes were able to lose the battle and also the war. Some of the other Shadow Empire warlords decided to teleport away. The others were not successfully. They were able to exactly be taken back to the Astral Prison to be interrogated and to be asked questions about who dispatched them and who's exactly sent for them. The battle was quite conclusive as both sides suffered enormous casualties, but they were able to exactly take some of the enemies into custody. The others were able to teleport away through a portal. Some of them were able to exactly teleport away with the powerful dark magic users known as the Seconds. Despite this, the Order of Darknesses of supervillain assassins even formed an alliance with the most powerful dark magic users known as the Seconds. The Seconds are a group of powerful dark magic users who serve the Shadow Empire, who serve the Shadow Empire warlords and commanders and leaders. They exactly get the Seconds kept on supplying the Order of Darknesses of assassins with destructive technologies, with powerful cybernetics technologies, and more accurate dark and destructive technologies and cybernetics technologies as part of the agreement. Silverface was very happy and very quietly pleased to see the technology at his fingertips, able to exactly adapt it and evolve it, and able to exactly attach it to one of his assassins in order for his assassins to exactly have the power of cybernetics and the power for him to exactly become more powerful and more strong and more immortal. Despite this, these assassins are very clever, very intelligent, trained in a trained in master tactician, and also in strategist, and also in hand-to-hand combat, swordsmanship, trained to drill, to take out the enemies and the foes, especially the universal heroes, the sacred team, the universal defender heroes, and the universal space heroes, the intergalactic coalition, world heroes, united heroes, fire heroes, water heroes, earth heroes, earth heroes, water heroes, earth heroes, and also water heroes, and also water heroes, and also air heroes. Despite this, the Order of Darkness of Assassins is an extremely powerful organization of powerful supervillain assassins trained in the art of combat to deceive and decept their enemies, and also to attack them and kill them by any means necessary. They are now under the leadership of Silverface, who's a supervillain and an assassin and a member of a secret society of supervillains known as the Founders, that was to conquer all worlds and all planets. The Founders have been trying for many, many years and for many centuries to conquer all the worlds and all the planets, but due to the intervention of the Four Nation Hunters, the Alliance, the Universal Heroes, Universal Man, and Universal Woman, they've successfully succeeded in conquering all the other worlds and all the other worlds and all the other planets and all the other civilizations across the known universe and across the sacred universe, but they haven't succeeded. But despite this, the Dark King and the members of his secret society of the Founders, known as Queen Ivy, Mr. X, Red Boy, Dark Witch Boy, Silverface, Dark Gray, they are all determined to conquer the rest of existence and the rest of sacred existence by any and all means necessary, especially planet Earth. They've got major, bigger plans for planet Earth. And the Order of Darkness is their ally, that works on the behalf of the Founders in order to help them execute their plans in conquering worlds, in conquering vast worlds and vast planets across the sacred universe and across all other universes, the Mixel, the Star Universe, the Golden Universe, the Robotic Universe, the Sacred Universe, and all the other universes across sacred existence by in all means necessary. The Order of Darkness's assassins are now under the leadership of an assassin and a supervillain known as Silverface, who is a member of a secret society of supervillains known as the Founders, that wants to conquer all worlds and that wants to wipe out the universal heroes and all the heroes who pose a threat to humankind and to humanity. But the universal heroes are quietly determined to stop the enemy and to prevent the enemy from conquering vast worlds and vast civilizations by any and all means necessary. They will stop the bad guys and they will prevent them. Well, I all hope you enjoyed this video, and I all hope you have a wonderful and a blessed day. And I all hope you'll stay safe. It's very cold out there, so stay safe. Bye. Bye.